Let's check out the state reference. we want us to associate. I wonder if I could do that through. I wonder if I could do that through my middleware. Let's try it out. Yeah, you see I'm doing it here. Setting a config here, so I'm kind of doing this already. Where is this config? Oh, it's a standard config. Sure, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it with what we already have set up, and that should be good enough, I think. Let's just create a quick little... And we kind of already have that clean. We could possibly use that. Let's try it then. Sure. I mean, I believe I should be able to just... Sure, I'm just gonna do it. We have that, we have that. And then we should just be able to add another guy. Expected 0 arguments. That's not what the documentation says. Yeah, that seems right. Round 1. That doesn't seem real. I think that's a fake. I guess it isn't. I think I'm referencing the app new, but I'm trying to access the app data through the request object. Get or insert with mutatable as mutable. We're technically already doing that. That's why it's not working here. But data created outside HTTPS closure, blah blah blah. Set up the mutex here. And then see, that's kind of what I want to do. return that must be used. Alright, we'll just use this for now and try to see if this is accessible externally. Because I really don't want to constantly have to grab the authorization and then parse it. I just want to be able to access it. Let's do, this is the list, right? Yeah. All right, so let's do debug. And then let's do request, app data. Hopefully that will give us something useful. I didn't like that at all. Still an error, obviously. All right, that should give us something now if we refresh. I don't know if this is coming from my previous access control. Yeah, let me let's go here real quick. So we're kind of doing that magic here. Which doesn't update the value if the option already contains it. I need more information on that. Does it have a link here? That's it right there, but it's giving me none. I'm not reading this properly. Let's read it from the top again. Application state is shared with all routes and resources within the same scope. State can be accessed with web data extractor. With that context. So, okay. So if we were to go to get accounts and then add, say data, web, config, and this is the config from Alright, where's bear? Config. Bearer. It's not here. Am I already bringing it up? Let's see. I am. Okay. That's good. Okay, so let's try that. And let's just use data. There's still an... Well, this is a warning. So I think that should give me something. Before I do that, let me actually mark this file. Go back here. See if we can get some magic out of here. Okay, we got that. Moment of... It's definitely not outputting anything. All right. I don't get... Doesn't allow me to take any properties, but let's see our main app routes. So app dot add data. See, this one provides access to that object. Is it possible for me to set that state after the fact? I'm assuming my middleware will have that access. Modify application state. So, okay. I guess let's set that up then. That app data. Okay. Alright, we already have that situated, so all we have to do is instantiate it and we should be good. So what we need to do is web data. Is that what it is? New backend States. Claims. None. App data, web data. Am I not importing that? Should be. Just make sure we're not removing our app. That's fine. Okay. So far, so good. So now we go back to our middleware. And how would we set this? So let's try this out. Let's see if we can access it here, I guess. Yeah, that didn't work out. Has two parameters, but declared in the trait. Has two calls. Call has two parameters, but the declaration and traits has two. Yep, self and that. What am I missing? Duh. thought I skipped this guy. Too much claims. That's hilarious. Let's do this. Let's call this off. Much better. What do you need? Do you need me to... Oh, you want the entire objects. Fine. Claims. Oh, options, okay. But it's not being set yet. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's F it. We're gonna give it what it wants. Be right back. Yeah, this is not very self-explanatory. I'll go to their code base and see if they have any examples there. Because this thing is not very useful. Might be helpful if it's a little bigger. Plus extension. Yeah, that's not the search I wanted. That's not very helpful. Tactics. I'm trying to add data, but it's just not working. That's super strange. It's not asking for any sort of type. It's just saying insert. This doesn't feel right. This is just like an anonymous. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. That's not Rust-like at all. It should force me to provide a type, but it doesn't. I wonder if it's serializing it. It's really strange. So, you're saying I could do something like claims. Well, let me actually spell that right. Let me do something like that, and I should be able to get my claim object. I don't know, that doesn't seem... That seems like fake news to me. Alright, let's here we go, right here. Are we at the end of this log? Quick little refresh. There you see. It didn't feel right. It's a strange paradigm. Definitely strange. So, if we are, let's mark that file. We're setting it here into our state. All we should have to do my data. When they're instantiating, are they? Got it. So they're mutating the entire thing. Sure, let's do that. Let's actually extract this to its own variable. Alright. Let's just do this. I just want to make it legible for myself. And then they're simply adding a mutex around this. Which I assume makes sense. Yeah.
If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime.
And I won't set a mutex on this guy. I'll just set it as an option, which is perfect. And then we will do a data clone, I guess. We'll try to mimic exactly what this example is showing. There has to be a reason for that.
In between us, still I feel your heartbeat.
Alright, so we initially set our state. So we'll create our state object here. We'll grab the app data, right? And then back in state. Okay. Data. That's sus because my LSP is not telling me anything. Why? Why are you doing this though? Lock. What does that do? Data in a handler. Grabbing the app data. Calling it, we're instantiating the type. Okay, we're unwrapping it. They're not referencing any derives or any traits. Okay, data, dots. Let's save it. Oh. Yeah, that would do it. Web, really? Strange. Alright, fine. We'll just close that out. Close this out. This defeats the purpose. Yeah. We'll just clone it just to see if we could get the object. How would I handle this? Can I move out of request because it's borrowed and moved out? occurs here. I mean, it's identifying it, which is great. Oh, yeah. You're right, you're right. I think this defeats the purpose right here of me cloning it. Okay.
All these years, you've been mine. It wasn't easy.
So we're setting it now.
All those tears, ups and
So in theory,
I swear
should be able to do
of my life.
this.
Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead.
Data. Mutex.
All bad, baby. Look at
Back end. Fate.
make it out in my room. Nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew. We were only 17.
Right.
Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true.
Yep. So we should in theory be able to do this and be able to access our claims directly.
Oh, so fast. Back then we didn't know this
Yeah. We have to bring that into
you and I
scope by importing it.
matched each other's futures and each other's past. Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby.
Well, it succeeded. This is a good thing. And we have our claims.
Make it out in my
And this is happening right here.
had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew. We were only 17. Didn't say I love you,
So
but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17.
I could probably get away. No, I need to wrap it in some because I don't want to instantiate it because it's not going to exist at creation. But how could I test this out?
Of you in your blue jeans, you
Excuse me.
Make it out in my room. Nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew. We were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was
All right, so now we're passing that information.
true. Do love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17.
The unfortunate part is I still have to do this. All right, now I need to test whether this is persistent or not. If I were to access it from a public route, because I do not want it accessible other than the session the current request is occurring in. Can I move out of the consider barring? Sure. Okay. So I'm passing this here. Let's yank this. And let's add this to our crates. Actually, get onboard state. This is perfect. We'll add that there. And we'll add this to that request method. So we'll just say, we'll use the same exact thing. This is a mutex, backend state. And I think that should be good. That should be good. All right, and that is within our front end. Let's just make sure, yeah, it's running. So we'll just grab this little URL, paste that there, get started. Okay, cool. But if I were to refresh this guy, I don't have that. But if I were to refresh this guy, oh, that's not good. Wait, am I? $120. All right, hold on. Let's open up in a private window. right, let's just create meek at me.co. Meek test 1 2 3 4 exclamation point test 1. All right, we'll create that. We should now have access. None. None. It shouldn't be none. We'll go like that. We'll go into this guy. None. Okay. And this one is this guy, which makes sense because I have the same access token. Perfect. Oh, now it's... That's not what I want. Darn it. I did not want that. Let's reset this real quick. Let me just verify that that's the case. Refresh this. I get that. This is that account. That's Tesco. If I come here and refresh this, it says none. Now let's close this. Still none. Now I have Tesco on this. I don't know, that just doesn't seem right. Setting data. That is set using app data method. For research, the data is wrapping in data type. For those calls, it can be used as an extractor. Note that the data should be constructed outside HTTPC closure if shared potentially mutable state. Data is cheap to clone. I mean, that's really concerning. It doesn't have like an explicit explanation of how long it lives. We'll highlight this guy, we'll refresh. Yeah, that's definitely not good. That can't be used at all. I think it's essentially based off of threads that are being used. I'm currently using 4 workers, so I'm probably cycling through them as I refresh. Let's check out sessions. I think I could achieve the same effect with the session, and session will be unique to the person's session. That kind of defeats the purpose of my API. What? Makes sense. Yeah, that's all right. So let's take a look at Actic's session. See how we could do this. So they're essentially just importing that and then setting it here. And then they're inserting a key and value. I'm assuming I could access this guy from the request body. Session provides, okay, session middleware is a middleware underpinning the functionality provided by Actic session. It can take care of the session cookies. I don't know, this just doesn't seem like the right path. But it is kind of what I need. See what this entails. Suspension mute. Hold on, let me search this example list real quick. In this repository. Okay. So this is a message service. All right, they're digesting the message. How are they reusing it? So let's go to main. Wrap router in our middleware factory. Add message, enable. And this is kind of how they're adding it. Let's open two of these real quick. I want to see it side by side. Okay. They're adding it here. Okay. Request data. I think this is what it is. Nah, that's message is part of what's part of this guy. All right, so let's do this. Let's comment this guy out. GCC. Let's go in here. So what we want to do is let's add auth claims. Let's just add claims to this. Right? It's doing that. It's inserting it. We have that there. This should be good. This should be good. We don't have to set this. This is within our middleware context. Hopefully this is short-lived and only for the request that's currently occurring. And this is all fine. We're calling the service. Creating a future. It's probably not really needed since it's already a future. But it's a cool example of what you could do. Is there a reason why it's an option though? Does this automatically wrap it in an option, or is that being done somewhere else? Nothing crazy. Request data. All right, let's try that. Let's try that real quick. Let's go to our accounts. And let's put this in. We already removed this guy, so let's do this. Let's add a break line. Let's add this. They're using option. Request data. And then they're using the type that they're passing into the extension mutable. Yeah. And then they're checking the data. I'm just gonna unwrap it, let it yell at me if there's something wrong with it. Oh, did I miss something? What am I missing here? Did I not? The trait bound interceptor, blah blah blah, is not satisfied. Sure, we'll add you. All right. Now let's see what we have. Let's hope for the best. I need short-lived states. I just want the state available for the current request. So I'm getting a 500 error. I don't know why. I don't see anything here. Let me make sure I have everything saved. Right all. Let's rerun that back end. Okay. Let's refresh this. Get accounts. Okay. I think that is what we have to do. That's pretty cool. All right. Now let's do the same thing. Let's hopefully it's short-lived. We have to test that because I don't want this persistent. It's none. Which I think it's okay if it's none. Let's do this. Let's actually not unwrap it. Because if there is something in there, it should still present itself in my logs. None. Should be here. I still get it. None, 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 none. Alright, I did it. Cool. That's perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I could just add it directly to my authorization, because that seems fitting over here. We're doing it here, so we will do that same exact thing here. Good time. Okay, so we could just do this to be. Huh. Okay, I guess. Oh, actually, it does exist. I just have to import the right guy. There we go. Good time. Welcome, Nightshade. Appreciate it. Yeah, lurk as long as you want. I'm just here trying to get some state situated.
Took me for granted. Don't recognize you anymore. Once sweet and caring, now cold and calculated. You can't be trusted. You want the world for your own. You want maximum profit. You lost perspective.
With that said, I shouldn't have to reference this access control, because that should be included within my authorization. So let's go back to our account route. We have it here. Refresh that. Oh, that's not. I mean, that's valid. And I'm assuming I have an yep. Okay, that's valid. Cool. So it's persistent for the So if I were to remove this guy, am I calling any unnecessary fade here? No. Yeah, it's persistent. Alright, perfect. I wonder if this object, request static, lived beyond this request scope. Alright, let me actually try, see if that's possible. Yeah, because really, I shouldn't need this anymore. Should be able just to say claim here. Claims. Yeah. Alright, that's good. Passing that there. I'm not using this guy at all. Complete. Yeah. Let's just remove all this. All right. Am I using requests anywhere here besides for my... Yeah, I'm using within my business information service here, which is doing what? That doesn't make sense. All right. Business set request. Request is... Oh, I see. No, that's valid. That's valid. That's the request object we're creating the entry with. I don't think we're using HTTP though. Yeah, we're gonna remove that.
Hold on tight.
All right, that looks good. Okay, we can clean this up a bit. Query filters passed. Yeah, I definitely need to check that. I could probably even add it within our request data context. I wonder if we can have multiple. Oh, I need to add some ellipses there. And data. Yeah, well, I'm gonna need that there, so let's change this to claims. All right, so with that said, we kind of have our identity within our state, which we could put at any time. I need to check to see if I could access that. Somewhere else. Let's see if we can access that from within. I want to see different use cases. The data is arbitrary data attached to an individual request. Perfect. Usually by middleware it can be set via extension mutes. Cool. Is dropped when the request has finished, exactly how I want it. Alright. This makes it useful as a kind of messaging system between middlewares and request handlers. Note that since extractors must output own data, only type that impl clone can use this extractor. Got it. So I can only access it at this point. I can't access it from somewhere else. I could get it like this as well. That's interesting. Or service requests. ActX service request example. Cool. All right. I know that already. I got a grip of that already. All right, that doesn't help. Yeah, I think there's just no way of doing it. No way of accessing that from outside of the request function itself. So with that said, I think I'm just gonna have to utilize those actions within. Have to abstract the function that digests it and then repurposes it as need be. Cool. So with that said, I'm probably not going to use this access control. I'll leave it here as an example for myself to reference. Alright, so one of the other things I wanted to check out is, I don't want to close that. Is Postgres rows. I feel like they have a built-in system that handles row management, and if I could utilize that, that'd be cool. Better model of data ownership. Build and own. Snapshot, team A, team B, data warehouse. Entries. Just some dummy data just to get an idea of what I'm working with. Data, dots, and then owner. Okay, so if we're dealing with an account hierarchy, company, team, TID, actually move this over here and eliminated that extra step. So that goes there. We can remove that guy. Our controller automatically digests that and captures our claim data. So this is long-lived, well, short-lived for that request period. All right. So we have our company, our team members associated to that company, and then we have our entry data. It could be anything. gonna say generic. So I kind of need to structure my queries in a way where I take accounts of the company CID either from I could normalize it. If the company logs in, I could set a state of their company ID, and if the team member logs in, I could also do the same because we're kind of associating them with the company on registration. So whenever we query the data, we already have the CID within our state, so we don't have to do any extra retrieval. We just already have that there. And then role management. Okay. Role. Context. Permission. Read writes or read write or just read. So we're dealing with context. What term would I use for... I mean, I could just use permissions for now. And we could just use the integer 0, no access, 1, read, 2, read, write. Just keep it simple like that. How would we associate this? Right now we're just gonna have 2 roles. Manager and editor. I guess. Or admin or editor. Alright. Let me just write that there, just so I have it. I think that's right. Right now, it's just going to be admin and editor. Just to get things situated. I'll just put this right underneath this guy. We'll most likely launch with just the company aspects and then build out the team members after. Because I don't think we're going to be using this just now, but it's cool to think about because I kind of need to make sure that I'm passing the appropriate identifiers to account for that in the future. So, okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I kind of need to pass roles as well, which I think I am. Let me make sure. Easy way to check is just to refresh this. Am I not posting that again? Oh man, I'm blinded. Oof. Claims. Refresh. Yep, we're passing our roles, our AID, which is our company ID right now. Perfect. Okay, so with that said, our account services need to account for ownership. Perfect. All right. So this is great. So the next step is to actually start capturing our entry data for what we have implemented so far, and then start associating that with the actual company. And to do that, I think I need I could implement it within our marketing website.
shouldn't want ya, I shouldn't need ya, but I'm afraid that's not up to me. Cause when I hear ya sing through my speakers, it's like my mind takes a hold of me. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed. You're in my I'll never have ya, but I'll always want you. And it's so sad, it just makes me cry. Feels like I know ya better than others, but you don't care, you never reply. I've tried shutting you
All right,
off,
so let's see how we're gonna
but I'm still hearing your voice.
embed this widget.
Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed. You're in my ooh. You're in my, you're in my, you're in my making me bleed. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now.
All right, so we'll go here.
Here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby.
Our home view is where we're instantiating it.
You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones.
Feedback widget. So it's a two-part. We're using our camera and we're using this. So, what am I using within each of these guys? Alright, so feedback widget is using what in context? We're using component feedback message within form. So I have to bring in our form object. Form builder, yeah. Okay. And then in our camera object, or components, we're using our util, and I'm assuming we're only using our util for our random identifier creator. And then our camera service. Okay, let's do this. Let's add a node. Let's call this feedback widget. Oh crap. I forgot to add a backtick. Delete that guy. Yep. Widgets, backtick, or is it a front tick? It's, what the hell is it? Oh, I hardly use it. All right. So we'll first copy this. Copy this. And we'll put this in feedback. Right. We'll copy this guy. I'm going to copy the updated version of our form builder. I should probably make a crate for that so I don't have to copy it. This will be front end. Feedback widget. Okay. We got that in there. We need our camera service, which is this guy. Copy. We'll go back to our component and then feedback guy. Oh no, no. Let's redo that and rename it. Let's create a new folder called service. Copy. Service. Crap. Damn it. Move that, remove this guy. Would you let me? Path for the node, the old file, yes. Cool, alright, so I could do that. That's cool. Alright, so we got our camera here. So we gotta change some things around. We gotta point to... I need utils as well. Copy. Components, feedback widget. Okay. Drunk workstation, or is it cargo workstations? Workspaces. Workspaces. All right. Create a workspace for this guy so it's isolated. And I believe we will be able to compile it separately. Let me see if trunks RS. That's not what I wanted, but I'll click it. Workspaces. Workspace. Just go here. Just want to make sure we have that support. Handles multi-project and workspace contexts. Perf. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it uses the same config, so we will create that in here. We'll add a node. This will be Argo Tamil, right? Make sure we have that there. I should probably actually move this guy outside. Oof. I feel like that broke something. I think we're in the clear. All right, let's try this again. Move. I guess I can do that. I should be fine. If I don't reference it within the mod RS, it should not pick it up, so I should be fine. Let's go to the trunk website. Let's see. Okay. Probably will make sense to actually bring in the most recent. I'm just gonna bring in this guy just to test it out. Front end source, components, feedback widget. Sure. All right, let me actually do this manually real quick. Front end. We got our sources right here, components, feedback widget. Paste this here. All right, we're gonna write all. We're gonna quits. All right. Try again. No. Interesting. Oh crap. We got our index file. We got our source and our distribution. All right. So I think that's all we're gonna need. I don't see. We'll copy both of those guys. Sure, we'll replace that. Let's go back in. I do have to move things around, don't I? New folder source. And then we'll just and then feedback widget would be main. Main. Alright, so that should set us straight. We should be able to launch that now. May have to set some settings up though. Because if I recall, Argo requires our main.rs to include something. Requires this guy. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna go here. We're gonna rename main because like kind of call this feedback. There we go. And then in here we'll create our new object, which will be main.rs, and we will paste that. We don't need our toast. We don't need our routing, do we? No, we don't need it. We don't need routing. What we will use is we will mod form mod feedback mod camera mod utility and then we'll use create form, and we'll say feedback and then feedback widget. Ready? Interesting. It is feedback widget. That's fine. PD feedback widget trunk serve ports 80 82 and we should be good. It should give us an error. It should totally give us an error because we should not have that there. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. This doesn't exist. This should just live in the main routes. We don't have static. And that should be good. Yep. Consider adding main function. It's right there. Expected an item. There we go. And then we're just gonna simply feedback widget. Oh. Cool. That's camera. Loading animation. Oh, okay, so I am missing a few guys. So we have helper here. This is no longer helper. This is simply utilities, service. That should still be a thing. That should still be a thing. Unless I forgot to... I did forget to add it in. Yeah, got you. So we're gonna do mod services. We're gonna add a new guy, mod.rs, hub mod camera. Not that. Okay, so now we should be able to reference our guys properly. Service without a S. All right, let's bring in our loading animation. We'll copy this guy, blah, blah, blah. Feedback widget, and I have it in sources. Yep. So that should be good to go. Right here. I don't need you. Nothing else. What's the next error? So we're dealing with 750. I already passed it. Field value. Found enumerator option. Really? Field value. Callback. This could be done better. I think I did that on purpose. We'll leave that like that. Sure. Okay. Service. We're also missing our WebSocket. That's right. Services. Nope. We have services. Put that there. WebSocket. Super. Yep. That should be accessible there. Create components camera. That should be fine because our camera is on our main route and our form is on our main route. Sounds good to me. Alright, so I think we're getting closer and closer. That form value, the field value is an FA thing because I didn't change that. Oh, I did change it in the marketing side. Yeah, I did change it. Okay. So 750 is where that error is. Okay, I'm in the right. No, that's a service. $750. Field value. We'll set this on wrap and test it out. This should be there at this point because we're passing those objects via our service. We have our callback here. Expected 3. Where were we? All right. Camera. So I don't have a key map, do I? Do I have one? I changed how I'm handling this. Hold on. Speaker, we're sending it back. Oh, this is our callback here. I didn't account for this. Event to set, and I replace it with hydration. I'm doing the converts events there. So I'm passing the callback here. The ID. Hydrate. Alright. I could actually get a better idea if I go to my marketing site. Really? Yeah, that's a weird one. Get started. I should have it here. I should definitely have a hydrate here. Strange. Form data. It's really strange. It says I'm using hydration, but where am I using that again? Oh man, I wrote so much code already. I'm losing track of crap. Hydrate. Ah, you see, that's where it was. And then I'm essentially... I'm using it to update. Why am I setting that? Do I even need to set that? I don't think I need to set that at all. Here's why I'm doing this here. Set device. Okay, if someone sets the device, they trigger this. I think I'm using this to set the defaults or set the state, so if they come back, it's already set. That's a shame. That's really a shame. Alright, you know what I could do? Let's do this. Let's uncomment that guy. And let's bring in our traditional. Just to make sure everything is working as intended. Let's go ahead and remove this guy. Yep. Copy. And then we'll put this in our feedback widget. Yep. All right, so that should be the same. Doesn't look the same. Let's quit that. Okay, we're going to delete. Yes. Okay, that's deleted. We're gonna go to front end. We're gonna copy you. Damn you. Okay. And this looks like the original. Yeah. So that should be valid. Let's save that real quick. Why are you still saying 3? I only see 2. Alright, let's recompile this. Uh, 732. We're still on camera? Yeah. 732. Right. Yeah. Views login. Yeah, that should not be loading there. For sure not be loading there. And then feedback is loading. A feedback service. I don't even think I'm utilizing a feedback service. So we could go ahead and remove that guy. Am I using it? Last time I checked, feedback service was empty. Oh, I am using it. Damn it. We're gonna copy that, and that's gonna be within service. Great feedback requests. That should be in the services. Requests. Things that, oh. And then our WebSocket. We're not using you. We're not using you. We are using you. And that should be good to go. And then we have one more thing. We will copy you as well. We're good there. We're getting so close, and I think we did. We got it. Yep. And it just loads on this page like this. So let's actually trunk distribution. This trunk build, is that the command for that? Yeah, trunk build. All right. Perfect. So it gives me these 3 things. So probably will make sense for me to oh no, that's Rust Edition. I could probably also remove a lot of this stuff. Looks good. Okay. We don't need this. Perfect. So we got our files. We got our files. And it is loading properly. Let's test it out. Okay. Device is being set. We are good there. Now let's try to communicate with the server. We might be dealing with some course issues, which is expected. So that could be resolved by going to our backend. And that's another thing we have to add to our access control. This is going to live in someone's website, so we have to be able to identify and verify it's being loaded on the correct website. And then this should be building right here. Thanks for the follow, syntax error. There we go. All right, so now with our course in place, we should be able to access that API. All right, so now with our course in place. Perfect. All right. So embedding is fairly simple. We just need to make sure we're providing. Why don't I see my distribution folder here? Oh, I'm blocking it with my Vim config. Yeah. So we'll do, let me do this E. There we go. Oh boy, I think let's write all. And let's quit. Right here. There we go. We'll quit this. Start again. So it's importing it this way. Thanks for the follow, Sukanti. Sukantien. Hey, how are you? All right, I think this is a good stopping point. I've been able to compartmentalize this widget so I can implement it in other websites. I do have to come up with a better way of importing it and allowing them to like embed it onto the website. It's probably going to be through like some sort of copy and pasting of scripts. But right now the distribution output isn't very pretty, so I may have to create some sort of custom injector that would inject the Website map in the same manner. But overall, I think I've basically figured out and mapped out our roles and our account hierarchy and how we're gonna set ownership to data. And we've been able to store that state within our request, and therefore we could access it at any time. So I think this is a pretty good stopping point. Tomorrow will be more of allowing us to create the accounts, basically embed the widget on someone's website, and then make sure the widget is storing the information in the proper account. So we have to create some sort of validation, some access control, and I think I'm going to do that by the domain. Yeah, so basically they have to associate their domain on their accounts, and then if they insert their widget code within their website, we cross-reference that and make sure that it's the correct thing. But I think this is a good stopping point. Hope everyone enjoyed. I'm about to raid someone. I don't know who. Juicebox Hero. That seems... Yeah. We're gonna raid Juicebox Hero. Deuces.